Let's talk about aging. When we think about getting older, the first thing that usually comes to mind is wrinkles, right? And our first instinct is to run out and find some cream or serum to put on our skin. But what if I told you that's like just slapping a coat of paint on a house with a crumbling foundation? Today, we're going to flip that idea on its head and look at aging from the inside out.
And this really breaks it down. On one side, you've got the common approach. Creams, Botox, all things that target the symptom, the wrinkle itself. But on the other side, that's the real solution, getting to the root cause. Because everything you see on the outside, whether it's sagging skin or fine lines, is just a reflection of what's happening deep inside your body.
So to really get a handle on premature aging, we first have to understand what's actually going on internally, what's breaking down. It really all comes down to one single crucial protein.
And that protein is collagen. Honestly, this scaffolding analogy is just perfect. Think of collagen as the literal framework that holds your entire body together, your skin, your tissues, it even affects your posture. When that scaffolding starts to get weak, things start to sag, they get stiff. You know that kind of slumped over posture we sometimes see with age? Yep, that's weakening collagen.
Now here's a number that's really going to put this all into perspective. By the time many of us hit our 40s, we've already lost a quarter of our total collagen, 25%. That is a huge loss of your body's structural integrity, and it's exactly why we need to pay attention to this.
What's really important to get is that we aren't just passively losing collagen as the years go by. No. There are specific things in our modern lives, we can call them collagen killers, that are actively speeding up its destruction. Let's take a look at what they are. You see, we have this enzyme in our body that literally just chews up collagen. And the things you see here, they put that enzyme into overdrive. Certain antibiotics can do it. Too much UV radiation for sure, though of course getting some healthy sun is still important. But the big one, the one that really gums up the works and hardens our proteins, is sugar. And this right here is the part that so many people miss. You might be carefully reading food labels, avoiding anything that says sugar. But what about maltodextrin, or modified food starch? These are ultra-processed starches you'll find in countless foods, and guess what? Your body treats them just like sugar. In some cases, they're even worse. Starch is just a long chain of sugar molecules. It's hidden sugar, and it is a major driver of aging. Okay, but it's not all bad news. We have defenders on our side too, and one of the most important ones is vitamin D. It basically acts like a shield, actively helping to protect you against that loss of precious collagen. This is a huge reason why getting enough vitamin D is absolutely non-negotiable if you want to age well.
All right, so we know what's breaking our collagen down. Now for the fun part. Let's talk about how we can fight back and actually rebuild it. It's time to open up our anti-aging toolkit.
This is your nutritional cheat sheet. Your body literally cannot make collagen without vitamin C, which, by the way, sugar blocks. So things like raw sauerkraut and bell peppers are fantastic. Then there's vitamin K2 from things like liver and egg yolks, which helps keep all your tissues youthful and flexible. Then you need your minerals, zinc for healing. Oysters are the king there. Magnesium, which helps make collagen and lets vitamin D do its job. Think dark chocolate and almonds. And finally, copper, another key helper, also found in oysters and liver.
Now we need the actual raw materials to build with, and that means protein. But listen, not all protein is created equal. Low-quality protein powders and isolates can actually make you look older. The source really matters. Grass-fed beef, for example, has a way better ratio of anti-inflammatory omega-3s. If you rely only on lean chicken or pork, you can easily push that ratio in the wrong, more inflammatory direction. Quality is everything.
Nutrition is one half of the equation. The other half is activation. You see, we need to send the right signals to our body, basically telling it to start rebuilding. And like the saying goes, motion is the lotion.
It really doesn't get any clearer than this. You can forget the expensive serums for a minute. The single most powerful signal you can send your body to make new collagen is to use your body. Exercise tells your cells, hey, we need to be stronger. And their response is to build more scaffolding.
And some types of exercise are especially powerful. Take a look at this idea of eccentric exercise. It's not about the up part of a movement. It's all about the down part. So whether you're doing a pull-up or a push-up, it's that act of slowly letting yourself down, lengthening the muscle while it's under tension, that creates this massive signal for collagen growth.
And there are other fantastic activators. Planks are great because they build strength and tension without grinding your joints.
Gradual sprinting is incredible for the health of all the collagen in your heart and blood vessels. And then there's autophagy. Think of it as your body's self-cleaning process, which you can kick into gear with intermittent fasting. It literally recycles old damaged proteins and turns them into new ones. It's the ultimate anti-aging spring clean.
So, we've covered diet and we've covered exercise, but there's a third kind of silent factor that can completely undo all your hard work if you ignore it, and that is your body's daily reset button, which is all about stress and sleep.
Here's what's going on inside. When you're chronically stressed or you're not getting enough sleep, your body is just flooded with a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is a major aging accelerator. I mean, we've all seen it, right? Someone goes to a really tough time, and it looks like they've aged 5 years in 5 months. That's the hormonal reason why. That's cortisol at work.
So if cortisol is the villain of this story, then who's the hero? What is the single most powerful anti-stress hormone that your body has in its arsenal?
The answer is oxytocin. And what's so fascinating is that there's a really unique way to boost it. It turns out there's a specific microbe found in some fermented dairy products like kefir that tells your body to make more. This microbe releases compounds that travel right up to your brain and trigger a huge release of oxytocin. The result? It dramatically lowers stress, improves your sleep, and can even help rejuvenate your skin. It's a powerful, direct way to fight the aging effects of cortisol.
So when you put it all together, what you're eating, how you're moving, and how you manage stress and sleep, it all becomes incredibly clear. The real solution to premature aging isn't something you can find in a bottle. It's found in your habits. Your daily choices really are the ultimate anti-aging cream. So what choice are you going to make today?